My goodness.
Don't be afraid to talk.
That is, you're eating fire. I can't do that. Well, Bobby, let me tell you, since the last time we talked, the snow has come down harder and the wind is picking up even more. Well, Alex, I'm outside City Hall where there's hundreds of people that have gathered here. Now, last time they had one of these rallies, there was roughly around 60 people. This time around, there's a lot more. I'm going to step out of the way so you can take a look behind me. It is windy, it is snowing, and roads are slick. This is almost like a snow globe that's been thrown in the back of a moving van. I can tell you, it is really cold, it is really windy. You do not want to get caught out in this, and visibility is getting worse and worse.
But it's still pretty impressive.
Hey, you know what? 4 straight years though, making that's pretty successful. I would say that's pretty awesome. North Dakota hockey is on the road this weekend and back to the conference schedule at St. Cloud State. The 5th-ranked Huskies coming off a weekend bye and looking to snap a 3-game losing streak.
That's my house.
Gary Bruley of Crookston has lived in his home, which sits along the Red Lake River, for a long time. And now he has lost his childhood home of 65 years to the flood waters.
I really don't know. It hasn't really quite sunk in. I mean, I don't really know what's going to happen.
The barrier sandbags that were set up on Riverside Avenue broke down and water began pouring into the neighborhood. Karen Swatlowski, who lives across the street from Bruley, says this flood reminds her of another major flood event.
It's very scary, especially with myself. I lived in Grand Forks during the '97 flood and kind of brings back memories of all that pain of losing a lot of things over there as well.
All across Crookston, people from different parts of Minnesota and North Dakota came together to help fight the floods. Out on the riverbanks, people laid down sandbags. Even members of the Hendrum Fire Department traveled 40 miles just to lend a hand.
Yeah, I mean, if it happened in my hometown, I'd want people to come help and sandbag for our town too.
Volunteers between Grand Forks and Moorhead also joined in on the efforts, a gesture that Crookston community members say won't go unappreciated.
We all have different lifestyles, we all have different political views, we all have different type of industries, but at the same time, we're one community. So if something affects one another, it affects us all.
In Crookston, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.